Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Wix and back with another video. This time it's part 2 of my first video with Windows shortcuts. That one was a more generic all around shortcuts. This one will be more focused on multitasking in Windows. So it's gonna be a short one because there aren't that many shortcuts for multitasking, but it's a useful one if you're working with a lot of Windows usually. So let's get started. The first one, the easiest one is, let's say you have too many windows, you wanna get back to the desktop and open something from the desktop. Windows D will show the desktop. Bam, everything's gone. To get them back, you press Windows D again. So press Windows D, see the desktop, press Windows D, they come back. That's the first one. The second one that's maybe useful to some people, I don't use it, but it's the idea of virtual desktops. Basically, you can have multiple desktops on the same Windows, basically. To show your desktops that you have right now, you can press Windows and Tab. And it lines up all your windows, and down here you have all your desktops that exist right now. For example, on desktop 2, I don't have anything. This is also useful if, let's say, an application freezes on desktop 1, you can make another desktop and open Task Manager in here and then kill the application from Task Manager, because this desktop will not freeze. And to go back, Windows Tab, click again. But let's say you don't want to Windows Tab and click. Maybe you just want to use keyboards, and you can do that. Let me close this desktop. And now let's say I want another desktop. I just do Windows Control D and it will create a new desktop. Windows Control D. Bam, this is a new desktop. I'm on the new desktop right now. There's nothing on it. Let's open the Windows Store, for example, on this desktop. If I want to go to the previous desktop, all I have to do is Windows Control and press the left arrow back. Windows Control left arrow brings me to my first desktop. If I press Windows Control right arrow, takes me to the next desktop, which is where I have my Windows Store. You can notice the windows are kept per desktop. This is the first desktop, just these 3 windows. This is the second one, it only has this. So basically this is a way to organize your applications per activities. In one activity you might have video editing or YouTube web browsing. Another activity you might have your Steam, games, Discord to chat. And you can just switch in between to keep them organized, I guess. And the most important use of this, as I said, you can do Windows Control D, create a new desktop, and then you can open a Task Manager here if your first desktop freezes. And to close a desktop right now, if I'm pressing Windows Tab to see how many I have 3. I'm on the last one. To close the desktop, you press Windows Control F4 and that desktop is dead. I'm pressing Windows Tab again to see. Let's close this desktop too. Windows Control F4. That desktop's dead. But you can see the window that I had on the second desktop was moved to my first one. So it will not close your windows. When you kill the desktop, it will move the window to the other desktop. If I press Windows Tab again, we only have 1 at this point. The next series of shortcuts that I have is to move the windows around faster. So let's say I want to have half the screen to see the Microsoft Store and half the screen to see the Brave browser over here. And I don't want to, you could do it with a mouse and just go drag it over and now it's half. And then you pick Brave browser over here and now it's half. You can do that, but let's say you don't want to put your hand on a mouse. You want to look like a pro while doing it, right? You can use the Windows key and up arrow to maximize. If it's maximized, you can press Windows key and down arrow to bring it back to where it was. Let's say I want to do it on the split screen like I did before. If I want to move this window to the right side of the monitor, I hold the Windows key and press right key. So Windows key and right arrow. it sticks it there. I release Windows key. It asks me which one do I want to place on the left. Move around the windows with the arrow keys and select the window, press enter. Now I have them split. If I want to maximize this one, Windows key and up arrow. It goes up here, and then if you have multiple, more than two, it will do this. It will have one area and ask you for another app. But if you only have like two apps that you want to have, and let me close a bunch of them, it will maximize it. So if I press Windows and up arrow, it will maximize. And if I press Windows and down arrow, it will bring it to where it was. And now Windows and left arrow, it should put it on the left side of the screen. So basically that's how you manage windows around without dragging them to the corners. Or another useful thing is you can do, like, let's say I have 3 windows and I want all 3 to be placed on the screen. You can use Windows, Alt and right arrow to move them in thirds. Now this one is a third. I release. I'm choosing this one over here, this one over here. Basically the Windows did everything for me. I just pressed enter to select the window. And now I can move them around. Of course, with Windows Alt, I can move them around. I can move that one here, and then it makes me choose another one for there. Easy. If I want to maximize them again and do split screen, Windows and up arrow twice, maximized. Now I can do half screen. If I do Windows down arrow, it will put it, I have to pick one here. If you do Windows and down arrow, it will put it on the bottom of the screen. So basically you can play with windows and arrows and notice what the windows do. They're used for stacking the windows as you want them. I'm just holding down the Windows key and just pressing arrows at the moment. You can do half the screen like this. You can do anything. But this is more, Windows and arrow keys are only for half screens, or minimizing, of course, or maximizing. But if you want third of the screens, then you have to do Windows Alt and arrow keys. That's how you get thirds of the screen. And now you can move it anywhere. And that's about it for this video. Oh no, that's not about it. I have a few more. One of them is, let's say, and let me close because there's two. Windows in D, show desktop. Thank you. Get rid of the windows. Let's say I have, let's do some notepad. Let's see, some text 1, some text 2. And let's say I copy this one, Control C to copy. And then go down, and then I copy this one, Control C to copy this one. And then let's say I want to paste both these texts in a form or in a document, for example. I just copied the first one, copied the second one, and I want to paste them in different places in a document or something. So let's say I want to put here the some text 2. I don't do right click and paste. That will give me the last copied text. But what if I want to do the some text 1, which I previously copied? You can do Windows key and V, and you get a history of your copies. So from here I can choose paste me the some text 1, Windows V, paste me the some text 2 here, then I want another some text 2, and then I want another some text 1. And then I can copy all of this and go down there and do Windows V, and I can put some text 2, and then I want to paste all of these. Bam. It's basically a clipboard history. I think that's what it's actually called in Windows. It's a feature that you turn on. It will ask you to turn it on the first time you press Windows V. You will have a notification asking you to turn on the clipboard history. And once you turn that on, everything you copy will be remembered, even files. If I copy like Microsoft Edge shortcut, Control C to copy, and I want to paste it in a folder, let's do it in documents, I don't care, Windows V, and now it's asking me to what I want to paste. But apparently it only works with text. I didn't know that. Thanks Windows for making me look stupid. some other clipboard history tools. There are clipboard history tools that you can download from the internet, and some of them allow you to copy files and remember which file you copied in a history. Apparently in Windows it only works for text, but it's very useful because you might want to, usually what I use it for, when I want to copy a username and a password to log into a site, I do copy username, paste username, copy password, paste password. With the clipboard history, you copy username, copy password, go to paste, press Windows V, paste username, press Windows V, paste password in just one movement. And another useful one that I cannot show right now because it involves multiple monitors, but it's really useful. I've used it a lot of times. I don't know what Windows just did right now. It just booted up. Anyway, it's a virtual machine. I'm not worried even if it's a virus or a hack. I don't care. But yeah, another useful shortcut that you could use when you have multiple monitors is to move Windows to another monitor, basically. So if I have a window here and I have multiple monitors connected to my PC, if I want this window to go to another monitor instead of dragging it over, you can select the window and press Windows Shift left arrow and it will take it to the monitor to the left. If I press Windows Shift right arrow, it will move it to the monitor to the right. And I usually use this because it's super easy to just move stuff. I'm typing or something, I need to put this, let's say I'm in a texture, I'm typing, I need to put this on another monitor and open something on this monitor. Just Windows Shift left arrow, this window goes to my monitor to the left, and then I open what I need here. I don't need to put my hand on the mouse and drag the window over. It's a very useful one, I use it a lot of times. And the last one that I have for you today is more useful for laptops. If you have a cable connected to project your screen to a projector or something like that, to get faster into the, I don't even know where it is without the shortcut. To get faster into the casting screen of Windows, you can press Windows K and it pops out this thing where you can press and cast directly from your laptop, or of course Miracast apparently. But yeah, it's I don't know why they keep it so hidden, because I assume it's used on laptops a lot, but Windows and K pops the cast, and if you have a cable connector or anything, you have options in here and you can start casting your laptop screen. And that's it from me today. It's a short video because, as I said, not many things about multitasking that I can think of right now except shortcuts. So I'll catch you in the next one then. Have a nice whatever part of the day is over there, and see ya. Cheers.